grab your screwdriver. These are the best building games on PC coming in 2022. In real life, our ability to wield a circular saw or paintbrush is a little lacking. But luckily, through the medium of games, we can bring our creative visions to life. Whether that's designing individual rooms or managing entire empires. We've put together the best building games coming this year to remind us to ditch the hammer and nails and keep the DIYs digital. If we've missed any, be sure to let us know in the comments, and if you enjoy, why not subscribe to Logitech G for more videos from us. Okay, we can already smell the fresh paint. Here are the best building games coming in 2022. We're starting off this list of building games with an anti-building game. The end goal of Terra Nil is to actually destroy man-made structures. Your task is to take the wastes laid bare by humans and gradually reintroduce flora and fauna by using renewable energy sources to fertilize soil and fill dry riverbeds with water. You do build structures at first to help plant flowers and automate regrowth, but eventually you start destroying the metal you placed, leaving fresh grass in its place. When your map is green and there's not a building in sight, you've successfully completed a level in Terra Nil. So if city skylines industrialization is getting to you, maybe chill out with some gardening and peaceful water sounds. And breathe. From one cozy ecological builder to another, toxic spores have taken over much of the world in the Wandering Village, so people have retreated to the safety of a giant creature. You build your city on its back as it wanders the earth. So not only do you help the people settle into village life with usual production chains and organization, but you can form a symbiotic relationship with your gentle Leviathan, or become a parasite and use every resource it provides. It's a hostile world, so you might have to make those hard decisions to keep your village going. However, your humongous earthy friend is there to help, leading you through biomes to hunt for rare resources and generally being adorable with his big tongue hanging out. There's a good boy. Pharaoh needs no introduction for long-time city builder fans, and now we have a new era to usher in, well, you know. It's the ancient Egyptian builder of yore we know and love, but the fuzzy pixels have been replaced with crisp 4K that would make Anubis do a double take. Brick by brick, you turn your empty patch by the Nile into a revered kingdom. Add iconic historical monuments like the pyramids, Sphinx, or the Lighthouse of Alexandria, as well as building your flourishing city from the ground up with temples, farms, and houses. Of course, we also love management crossover, and Pharaoh: A New Era expects you to keep the finances, international trade, and culture alive and thriving while you work on the massive statue of your face. You've played hundreds of hours of City Skylines, and you know what? You just want more. Well, don't worry, because we've got more for you. Highrise City is dubbed the next evolution of city builders. House up to 1 million people in thousands of buildings. Watch your planning expand up to 196 square kilometers and create the organized layout of your dreams. If, when you close your eyes at night, you see road networks and glistening skyscrapers. But it doesn't stop there. You can also have even more control over your polygon population with financial management of the entire city, making laws, decisions, and deals to grow the happiness and success of your metropolis. Nothing but beautiful straight lines everywhere you look. Ah, this is bliss. Okay, before you run to Steam to add this to your wish list, let us preface by saying that City of Atlantis doesn't have a release date as of yet. But a fantasy building game about taking over the lost underwater city? We had to include it. Atlantis has emerged from under the waves and, understandably, needs some work. Expand the dreamy empire across an idyllic oceanscape. But be warned, attacking armies and the threat of tsunamis mean you need to work fast. While you're building up sea barriers, your Atlanteans will be working hard to research and record information from around the globe to collect knowledge and aid your watery expansion. Although pushing too far out into the ocean and neglecting your city could spell disaster, and Atlantis will be lost forever once again. Like a spoiled pharaoh born into luxury, one ancient African building game isn't enough for us. Luckily, Builders of Egypt is also on the way this year for more sandy success. We'll be urban planning in the Nile Valley under the rule of Pharaoh. So that means optimizing every build lest the person in charge gets mad and a civil war breaks out. Oh yeah, chucking up a few pyramids is one thing, but you need to nurture a functioning economy, placate worshippers and deities alike, and of course be ready when trade deals sour and rival cities attack. It's a chance to live history and maybe even rewrite it, one brick at a time. Step back to medieval Europe with feudal baron King's Land. In this city builder, you're given a few citizens to rule over by a local king, and like the overachiever you are, you're going to turn their collection of shacks into a bustling medieval metropolis. Gather resources to expand, create a profitable tax system, but don't push things too far lest you have a peasant uprising on your hands. There seems to be a great level of control in Feudal Baron. Barter with individual merchants on goods you produce and get creative with interior design. Every little detail is yours to control, but that also means yours to mess up. Phew! We're going to start stockpiling mead ready to relax after a hard day's baroning. From wealthy individualism to nurturing a colony, Commonhood is dubbed a community building game. You set up a base, grow and customize it, all to bring in other people. Your goal is to create a wholesome community that works together for the betterment of your little society. Think gardens full of fresh vegetables to enjoy together, and automating jobs to give people more time to relax. You take your group from surviving to thriving. It all has a futuristic solar punk feel too, with modern boxy buildings and green sustainable practices at every opportunity. There's also a great deal of customization as you work on the ground laying planks rather than lording over a whole city. This is a future we could look forward to.
We want to build something beautiful.
Now, Paralives was rumored to release in 2021 but didn't materialize, so we're tentatively putting it here in the hopes we see more from it this year. It's basically the best looking Sims-like yet, with a seriously good building mechanic. Sims is great for spending hours designing interiors, but mods and custom content really make that possible. In Paralives, that kind of customization and freedom is built into the digital fabric. Create rooms of any shape, resize every window to your liking, resize pieces of furniture. You can create that plant-filled loft of your dreams or modern kitchen from your Pinterest boards. Of course, like Sims, once you've placed every stone and cushion as you like, you can get into managing the lives of those inside. Just try not to go too mad with the power. So those are the best building games coming in 2022 and possibly beyond. Let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to, and if you enjoyed, give this video a like. For more videos from us, subscribe to the Logitech G channel and hit the notification bell. Now, back to controlling all of our minions.